What do you see when you look in the mirror? Your best silly face? The school picture day smile? That look you get when mom tells you to get out of bed for school? Whatever you may see in the mirror, something amazing is true. You are a mirror. God made you in His very own image to reflect who He is to the world around you. That's right. When people look at you, they can see a little piece of what God is like. Not the way your mouth is shaped or the color of your eyes, but when you choose to encourage someone, hey, great job today. Others can see God's kindness. When you paint a picture, they catch a glimpse of the God who imagined the whole world. When you help your friend solve an argument, they can see a reflection of the God who made peace with us. The God who thought up the entire universe made you to look like Him. And when you use your imagination, you can show the whole world a little piece of what He's like. That's why creativity is an amazing way to worship God with your life. Because worship is about more than just singing loud. It's all about living loud.
Anyway, I'm really excited to be here today. We've got a whole lot planned. Today our main point is there's no limit to God's activity. Yeah, so He's always moving, running over here, running over there, doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And I think we should be just like Him, so we should try to get our activity up. Everybody stand up and run in place. Run, 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 run. Now we're getting our activity up. Now everybody jump, 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 jump. There's no limit to God's activity, so we're gonna keep this up all night. Oh. I hope you guys ate a good breakfast.
Wait, Milo. Did you say that today's lesson is There's no limit to God's activity?
Oh yeah, that's right. He can do one activity after another activity without ever even skipping a beat. The next thing we're gonna do after jumping is dancing.
Wait, Milo. Okay, slow down the crazy. Now, you're right that there's no limit to God's activity, but that's actually not quite what we're talking about today.
Oh.
Today, the bottom line is there's no limit to God's creativity.
Creativity? What's that?
Creativity, like creating. God is the creator. He created everything. The sky, the land, the mountains, and the valleys.
And the oceans, white with foam.
Well, it's true.
Yeah, well, what about the animals?
Yep.
And the fishes? What about those?
Yep, those two.
Oh, wow.
There's no limit to what God can create.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense. And now, this will make a lot more sense.
Whoa, Milo, how'd you do that? Where did all of this come from?
Oh, I bought this party button from Amazon. Yeah, it only cost me 85 installments of $99.95. Totally worth it, don't you think? Do you want to see me do it again?
Yeah, I kind of do.
Okay, let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hold on to your hats because it's time to play The Sky's the Limit, where we'll find out just how much you know about God's creation. In this game, your table is your team. Teams will work together to identify the correct answer. Keep track of all your answers and how many you get right, and we can add them up at the end. Miss Emily, please read the first question.
The what? The who? Wait, what? Oh! What is the number 29,029?
Is it A, the number of species of animals, B, the height of Mount Everest in feet, or C, the number of active volcanoes in the world? Decide as a team on one answer, and when I say time, have your team leader shout out the correct answer. Time! Tell me what you think. The correct answer is Mount Everest in feet. Next question.
What is the smallest known thing in the universe? Is it A, a quark, B, your piece of cake when your brother cuts it, or C, an ant?
Time's up. Shout out your answers. Very good. The correct answer is a quark. I have no idea what that is, but I do know that it's very, very small. Okay, last question.
What is the largest animal believed to ever exist? Is it A, the Loch Ness Monster, B, the great white shark, or C, the blue whale?
And that's time. Tell me what you think. If you said C, the blue whale, you're correct. Great job, everybody. Until next time on The Sky's the Limit.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story. Inspired by the book of Genesis, chapters 1 and 2.
In the beginning. The very beginning. Before the first breath. Before the first flash of color. Before the first moment in time. There was nothing. Nothing. Nothing except God. But when God saw nothing, He saw a blank canvas. He saw the perfect backdrop for a work of art beyond imagination. So, God created. From absolutely nothing, He brought forth the heavens and the earth. But there was no shape or form. God's Spirit hovered over the dark emptiness. Then, God called out, "Let there be light." Brilliant light shattered the darkness like golden trumpets on a still morning. Bright rays shimmered and danced in all the hues of the rainbow. God saw the light was good, He divided the light from the dark, calling the light day and the darkness night. Evening and morning together shaped the very first day of all time. Then God said,
"Let there be a huge space between the waters. Let it separate water from water."
By his words alone, God shifted the waters, leaving a vast arching space above, the sky. Evening and morning rolled past, the second day. God lifted his voice again.
"Let the water under the sky be gathered into one place. Let ground appear."
Dry land shrugged its way out of the water. Islands and vast continents and gritty deserts and towering mountains. God called the dry ground land, and he called all the gathered waters seas. But God had even bigger plans for this day.
"Let the land produce plants, and let there be trees on the land."
In moments, tall grasses unfurled across the plains, and giant redwoods shot up from the dirt. Flowers and grapevines and carrots and corn sprouted and flourished. God saw that all of it was good. That evening and morning closed out the third day.
"Let there be lights in the huge space of the sky. Let them separate the day from the night."
At the sound of God's voice, the blazing sun exploded into being. The silvery moon spun out. Stars and galaxies flooded into space, filling the universe. Pew, pew, pew. God set the sun to rule the day, and the moon to rule the night. And God saw it was good. That evening and morning made up the fourth day. But God wasn't done painting his masterpiece just yet.
"Let the seas be filled with living things. Let birds fly above the earth and across the huge space of the sky."
Instantly, the seas and rivers and ponds writhed with dolphins and octopi, salmon and minnows. Eagles soared and bluebirds nested, while ostriches stretched their long necks. God saw they were good. That evening and morning formed the fifth day. But God kept working on his creation.
"Let there be livestock and creatures that move along the ground and wild animals."
At once, animals of every kind appeared. Elephants thundered through the forests, and squirrels darted up tree trunks. Monkeys chattered, and pigs rolled happily in the mud. God saw it was all good. But he had one more creation in mind.
"Let us make human beings so that they are like us. Let them rule over the fish and the birds. Let them rule over all the animals."
Then, with his own hands, God formed the very first man and the very first woman, Adam and Eve.
I'm me. And you are you.
And this place? It's beyond words.
Unlike the animals, God made people in his image to reflect him.
"Have children and fill the earth. Rule over the fish and the birds and every living creature. I am giving you every plant on the earth for food."
God looked over everything he had created and saw that it was very good. That evening and morning were the sixth day. And on the seventh day, God rested. His work was finished. His glorious creation was complete. But because God had formed people in his image, they too could reflect his imagination and creativity. The possibilities ahead of them were endless.
It's amazing how God made everything we see and everything we know, from the highest mountain to the smallest... Wait, what was it?
Cork.
Yeah, right. God created it all.
Yeah, and God didn't just create us. He wants to have a relationship with us, each one of us.
That's why he sent Jesus, to be our Savior. God wants a relationship with you, which is why he created you. God's creativity is so huge that it's hard for us to even understand. After all, God is indescribable.
You know what else is indescribable? Nacho cheese. I'm hungry.
Okay, well, I'm gonna teach everyone the memory verse for this month before we go.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Let's do it.
I think David captures God's indescribability best when he says this in Psalms 145:3. Lord, you are great. You are really worthy of praise. No one can completely understand how great you are.
That was awesome. He really is great, isn't he?
Yeah, he really is. Everybody stand up and try repeating it after me. Lord, you are great.
Lord, you are great.
You are really worthy of praise.
You are really worthy of praise.
No one can completely understand
No one can completely understand
how great you are.
how great you are.
Psalm 145:3.
Psalm 145:3.
Great job! Now you all keep working on this memory verse. Milo and I have a date with some indescribable nachos.
That's right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.